Welcome back to Newsmaker Live. I'm Clinton Reynolds. Thank you very much for staying tuned. We have with us Mr. Michael Chastanet, and of course it has been a good one so far. It will continue to improve as we go along. And we were discussing politics and Alan Chastanet's emergence as the leader of the United Workers' Party. Now, one of the issues that has arisen as a result of that development is the concern, and Richard Frederick, you heard him last week speaking about it, that there is an inherent problem when you couple economic power with political power. And you touched on it a bit, but I want to go a little deeper into it. Do you see that as being a concern, or aren't people in their right to consider the implications of such a union?
Clinton, I don't think St. Lucians have to worry one bit about that. I'll tell you why. Vis-a-vis the economy of St. Lucia, although St. Lucia is a small country, okay? The budget of St. Lucia is about $1 billion a year, okay? And when you look at the gross earnings of CFL and the other companies, you're probably talking $400–500 million a year, okay? We have 1,800 people working for us. We pay $50 million a year in excise duties. We pay $51 million a year in salaries, and about maybe $8 million between NIC and income tax. Now, what you have to look at is here is a sound organization taking 1,400 people off the backs of government, paying them their salaries, educating them in their field, and making them responsible citizens, whereby 400 of them are handed a balance sheet 3 times a year, so they can look at what the company is doing. And some of those people have already gone and become entrepreneurs. So it's almost like a university we are running, okay? We're not taking the money and running anywhere. It's staying right in St. Lucia here. There are 2 ways of looking at a business. A business either grows or it falls back. Now, what you want us to do? We had one supermarket. Stay small and do what you have to do, and then take a few dollars, put in your pocket, and run away. We have put it back into the community. We have, I think, some 11 supermarkets today. Look at the building cost that has been created, okay? You have, as a result of that, architects, contractors, masons, plumbers, electricians, you know, people seeing after refrigeration, stevedores on the wharf. We bring 250 containers a month. All that goes into warehouses, people unpacking. We spent almost $5 million some 12 years ago in computerizing the whole system for the company, because I said you have 14,000 items, you know. I mean, the farmers will tell you, CFL and Sandals probably buy 80% of all the agricultural products on the island. I mean, they had to sell it somewhere else, but it means starting again. What happened to us when we were selling bananas to Europe and they took away our concessions? We went down the tube. Same situation here. So you want to have people who can run businesses, okay? And in the process, government should not look at the people as a negative, but as a positive, because we are working together. A government by itself cannot survive, because a government earns its money from taxes. And if there's no economic activity, there's no taxes. You know, and people have to understand that. What is it? Let me tell you, sir. In my entire lifetime, I have never got any concessions from government. I have not got any concessions from government. I have not. I've been friendly with various prime ministers only on a social basis. I ask them for nothing. I defy any minister to come and say that they ever gave Michael Chastney or my companies anything. You know? So all I'm doing, I'm a faithful servant. That's all I'm doing. Running a good company, and we should not be. What's the word should I use? Forgot the word now. Anyway, we should not be looked upon as a person who's representing, being negative to the economy of St. Lucia. We should look at it from a positive side, you know. And anybody who wants to come in and do business here should be allowed to come in and do business here. All the CARICOM partners should be coming. That's part of our problem today. Trinidad next door, 3 rich Trinidadians have more money than the St. Lucia government, right? I'm not afraid of that. Bring those people in. Let them build roads, give them contracts, and also you put tolls on the roads. So government has to stop spending money. They got to bring fresh money into the country.
Some people are of the opinion that part of the demise of GL was the activity of CFL as well, in terms of you know, the selling of products, whereas Grace products, for example, could have been sold at 11 outlets through Super J supermarkets. When GL came in, CFL no longer bought these products, you know, because GL was the distributor. Well, not GL, but Pete and Company was the distributor.
Let me explain something about the supermarket business. In Fort-de-France, Martinique, if you were in the wholesale business, you're not allowed to be in the retail business, and vice versa. Goddard's, or for that matter, any person, wholesalers, can bring in a product. They are now called middlemen. A wholesaler, an agent, is a middleman. And they say to you, okay, fine, I have a product, I'm going to sell it to you. And they tell you, I want to make, I'm giving an example, 20% profit. But you must sell it for 10% profit. So 30% profit. But you know what the problem? Nobody's taken into consideration from the time that product, when a wholesaler brings it in, here is the responsibilities of a wholesaler. Of corned beef on the shelf, and it falls and it's dent. Nobody's going to buy that tin. And we have to have measures in place that when that happens, that has to go to the Marion home. It not be sold to anybody, because if you do it, then they'll throw it down purposely and you have a problem on your hands. You see what I mean?
Right.
So this is the situation why wholesalers are becoming defunct, and they will become defunct. Okay. Now, when before Goddard's opened up, they would say, well, I'm allowing you to work. You have the consumer screaming at CFL. Price is too high. Cockma take you. Okay? Now, we're the ones getting the blows. So, as professionals, they have to go out and find that item where they can to sell it that much cheaper. And a lot of things happen here. There I got my education. I said, oh, what's going on? I said, I need a better price. He said, well, we can't give you a better price. That's it, you know. You have to go through the agent. I said, but it's carnation milk, but it's only carnation is only a name. It's really evaporated milk. So he said, well, you will have your own brand. So I created my own brand. And I said to them, but I want a better price. Say, we cannot give you a better price. Say what? This thing has what? So many ounces, say 20 ounces. Most people in St. Lucia, they take the concentrated milk and put a little water in it. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yes.
To stretch it, okay? But it's all perception. Say, okay, fine. If you reduce that by a couple ounces, 2 to 3 ounces, say I can give it you 10 cents cheaper. Okay, we do that. You come, and then all of a sudden, the price of milk went down. So, you know, in business, you have to strategize. Okay, you must strategize. And this is only one idea. But take chicken. When we first started, we kept telling our agents, price is too high, price is too high. And, oh, cannot do anything better, okay? We went to Philadelphia. I'm talking 15, 16 years ago. We could sell the chicken at 25% less than they were giving to us. Now, you see, but what you're doing, you're cutting off the wholesaler.
Right.
Okay? You're cutting him off. But we have a responsibility to keep prices low. Clinton, it's tough. Okay? Now, what has aggravated the market these days is the fact that places like India and China, who have together 1/6 of the world who are living on the poverty line, have money now. So they're buying more. So that's our problem. That's our competition. It's not around here. And it's tough, you know. But so we constantly have to be on the move, searching for new areas. But they're coming up all the time. You know, look at, for instance, the guy who bought Sol, Mr. Kiffin Simpson. He bought 40,000 acres of land in Guyana, 134 miles south of Georgetown. And he's already planted 10,000 acres. And last month, he put in a whole brand new bit of machinery to do the rice. So, you know, we can start looking at Ghana for better products or cheaper products, you know. But he's going to be swamped because a lot of people are going to go there, you know. And these are the things that go on.
So business is evolving, you know, and we have to change with the times and with the circumstances.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the politics, did you not see Stephenson King as the leader of the United Workers' Party being able to re-engineer the UWP to the point where it would become competitive in terms of electoral politics?
Yeah. You see, Clinton, like everything else, things change. Stephenson King is a great guy, wonderful individual, okay? Steve, in my opinion, what should I say? Was faced with a formidable competitor like Kenny Anthony. Kenny Anthony is a seasoned, crafty politician, okay? He's a constitutional lawyer. He understands the business. He has a good team with him. You cannot beat the Labour Party when it comes to oil and machinery. But what happened? Even though Kenny had 2 terms, at age 81,